Welcome back to Crypto Hustle 101. In this video, I'm going to present the technique I came up with to accurately forecast trendline support and resistance with very little work. In an effort to simplify and shorten my process, I have stripped it down to where it only takes 6 mouse clicks to apply it. Your chart doesn't have to be scaled, and it works on any time frame. So let's jump right in. I briefly introduced the method using a modified fib retracement tool in my last video. I just didn't show you guys the settings. So let's revisit XRP USD on a 4-hour time frame. The only thing you have to know how to do in order to apply this is you have to be able to identify the beginning and end of an impulse move or a trend. Let's go over to the menu, select the fib retracement tool, and we're going to start at the end of the move and go back to the beginning of the move. Right there. Now from here you go into the menu settings, and I already have it set as a template. You're going to have a box checked for 0, a box checked for 0.69, a box checked for 0.81, and a box checked for 1. And also this reverse box will be checked as well. Hit OK. So the click right here will be 1 click. Right here will be click 2. Then come over to the trendline tool over here. Actually, we're going to use the ray tool. This will be click 3 and click 4. Then we're going to have click 5 and click 6. Now there's nothing to indicate that I should draw a trend line here or here, but I was able to draw them based off this move down here. Let's go ahead and hit play. But before we do that, also remember to make sure that your chart is not in log. So let's turn that off. That'll throw your angles off. Let's hit play. Price comes up, rejected, comes up, rejected again, breaks through, it's rejected there, oscillates, comes down, rejected, down, back up, rejected again, let's move this over, rejected again, before finally coming over here and breaking through. Let's pause that. Actually, let's go ahead and exit out completely. Alright, hopefully at this point you can see the benefits of forecasting your trend lines this way, as opposed to drawing them the traditional way. Entering a short here is better than waiting for trend line confirmation and entering down here. And you can do this wherever you see a clear beginning and end of a trend. Let's go ahead and go in the menu, start here, come back to where it started, ray tool, and here. So right now, price is currently trying to break past this trend line right here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next example and check out BTC where it currently is. Okay, so here we have BTC USD on a 1-day time frame. Let's select our modified fib retracement tool, starting at the highest point, coming down to the lowest point. Come to the menu, select the ray tool, start here, and make it intersect right here. Alright, and let's hit play. Price comes down, down, and bounces right there. Pause. So based off this uptrend here, we're able to draw this trend line and give us a perfect bounce right here. So now the price is bounced off here, we can now use this move down and try to see if we can forecast some resistance. Come over here, fib retracement modified, start here, come back up, come over to the menu, select the ray tool again, click here, make it to where it intersects here, and another one that intersects here. Let's go ahead and hit play and see what happens. Alright, so right now, currently, price is finding resistance on this trend line right here, and that's where we are today. Alright, so let's come over here and let's hide some of this. Hide. Another thing I want to point out is that sometimes when you're trying to determine the beginning and end of a trend, It's kind of iffy whether it starts here based off this wick here or it actually starts here. So in the instances where you're confused as to whether it starts here or here, what I do is I just go and make it into a line chart. And we can see that the trend actually starts here and ends here. So we can just draw it off those. Draw here, come down to here. We'll select the ray tool. Here, and go ahead and turn it back into a candle chart. You can see it comes down and it still bounces, but instead of bouncing off of the 69 line here like it did in the other one, it bounces off to 0.81. So it's kind of the same result, but a slightly different angle. If we go ahead and show the other one. Same result, different angle. Alright, so taking a look at Solana USD on a 1 hour time frame, we can see that the end post move clearly starts here, but it's unclear as to where it ends between these points right here. So you go up here, change it to a line chart, select our modified fib retracement. You can see that this is actually higher than this point here, so we're going to use it. Come down, select our ray tool, and line it up where it intersects right here. Now it's not exactly perfect, but you can see that we were able to forecast a trend line that price respects as it goes up in price in this uptrend. Now the best thing about this technique is you don't have to change anything about how you currently trade or invest. You just look for impulse moves or trends that you can clearly see and then draw it off of there. I pretty much use this daily in my day trading. I just keep on looking for different moves that I can see. Alright, click here. Draw one here. Just like we did in the previous examples. Draw a counter one here. And just drawing off that level. Change it back to a candlestick chart. You see price came up, bounce, 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 bounce before finally breaking through down here. And that's how we got down to where price actually reversed here. So that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully you guys got something from it. See you next time.